All right, so GameStop is making headlines this morning. Before we get into the charts, let's go over this article from Yahoo Finance by way of Reuters. GameStop shares plummet after fifth CEO exit in 5 years. GameStop fell about 19% on Thursday and was set for its worst session in 2 years after the surprise exit of CEO handpicked to lead its online expansion. Fans' concerns about the video games retailer's ailing business. The ousting of former Amazon.com executive Matt Furlong came alongside top shareholder Ryan Cohen's appointment as the executive chairman of the company that he turned into a favorite of meme stock traders with promises of a digital pivot. This marks the fifth CEO change and three CFO changes in the last 5 years. GameStop has struggled to deliver Cohen's pledge of making it the Amazon of video game stores. The video game retailer, which still relies mostly on brick and mortar stores, reported its fourth straight fall in quarterly revenue on Wednesday. GameStop is doomed, said Michael Pritchard of Wedbush Securities. The lack of a clear direction and callous termination of Furlong all but ensure Cohen will have difficulty attracting a qualified replacement. So let's get into this video, which Michael talks a little bit more about GameStop itself.
In Wedbush analyst Michael Pachter to discuss. He has a sell rating, price is $6.50. Closer to that, you were right on the sell. Is the dream over?
Oh, I think the dream never started. You guys have a documentary out right now. I think it came out yesterday called The Meme King, calling Cohen a meme king. He's the Queen of Hearts. He was displeased and he said, "Off with his head" to Furlong. That's the CEO's name that they shall not name. I mean, it's like if he said his name in the press release, he'd be cursed. They brought three Amazon executives in 3 years ago, and they managed to. One departed after 7 months. I think she figured it out quickly. The other was fired after less than 2 years, and the third one was fired after just under 3 years. So Cohen brings people in, doesn't actually tell them what to do, and they don't fix anything, and they're gone. I don't think he has the first clue how to turn this company around. And the truth is, I don't think they can turn it around. I think that they should be in harvest mode, trying to generate profits on a smaller footprint, and they're just not doing that.
I mean, are they going to figure out how to be Domino's Pizza and not Blockbuster here somehow? Because so many trends in gaming are going against them. We just had Apple announce the Vision Pro. You can bet that's going to operate on an app store. You're not going to be going to GameStop to get games for your Vision Pro. And then you've got the cloud gaming and streaming happening. Microsoft pushing hard on that, as well as others. What's the path to life here? What do they have to do?
So Cohen's solution is blockchain gaming. And of course, if you own a console, an Xbox or a PlayStation, you think of GameStop first if you're going to play a blockchain game. You would never think to actually go to your PC. The guy has no clue, not the first clue. They are Blockbuster. And absolutely physical retail is going away. It's not going away tomorrow. It's going away when the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are done with their life cycles. It's got another 5 years, maybe 6 or 7. But they should be harvesting that cash and trying to figure out what they can do with it. Instead, he's not paying his bills. Take a look at their accounts payable. 50% of revenue in the quarter is accounts payable. They literally have 6 weeks outstanding of payables. If they keep that up, no one's going to advance them any more product. So they're gonna accelerate their demise. I think it's really crazy.
Yeah, I guess not paying your bills is tougher when you need to be advanced product. Elon Musk doesn't have that problem at Twitter. So this is tough to short, though, I imagine, because there's a lot of excitement. This used to be a meme stock, so it could go any way on you, couldn't it?
It could, and it still is a meme stock. And I think in the documentary, I'm not sure they use this piece, but I called him the Pied Piper, and the retail investors are the rats following him off the cliff, and they don't see it coming. They're happy. They're listening to his piped tune, and they think he's a genius. I mean, I'm sure he is a genius in other areas, not in games.
So what is the anti-GameStop, though? We know how you feel about that, but in this space, what are you extra long?
Activision, because the Microsoft deal is going to happen. Microsoft I don't cover, but Microsoft's going to absolutely dominate with Game Pass. I like the tools guy Unity. I think they're really, really interesting here. For other reasons, I like Netflix as well. But Activision's the easy money, 80 to 95, probably going to happen in the next month or so.
Do you have a sense of what studio is best positioned in mixed reality?
Wow, it's all going to be IP based, but I mean, you tell me. We talked this past week about the price point. How many Vision Pros is Apple going to sell? That's not going to be a giant install base for another 3 or 4 years. So Disney was smart to get in early, but game wise, I'd say the sports simulation games probably have the best chance with EA.
If you want to have
Harsh words from Michael regarding GameStop. So if we go to the charts, we can see on the monthly chart that it's after this helicopter money back in 2021, it's just been um, down, way down, right? From a high of, well, this looks wrong, but 120-ish to now 2135. So let's go straight to the weekly chart first, and what we can see is it's kind of like three different blocks of trading. You got this block, and then you have this new block. And what I mean by the blocks is just sideways price action. Again, the downside is 15, the upside is roughly 25. All right, so let's go down to the daily chart. And we can see after making a double bottom on earnings, price shot up. But that was short-lived, as after earnings, price opened higher to close lower. Now we can see on the recent news about the CEO change and the revenue miss. Price just broke this daily uptrend line, formed a double top in the process. Now Michael has a 650 price target. Let's zoom out to the weekly chart for 1 second. Wow, 650 would put GameStop down at about this level right here. I would say probably the bottom would be $10. Why? Well, that was the origin of the huge move higher. However, short term, the chart suggests price can and potentially will close this gap at the 1760 level at a minimum. Medium term target would be roughly $15, and a bottom would be 10. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, please. Like the video.